The first time I vomited blood, my father rolled his eyes. "Stop being dramatic," he scoffed, as I clutched the sink, trembling. But when the results came back and my stepmother saw the papers, her face drained of all color. Within minutes, the police were at our door. That was the day the game ended. I was 13 when she came into our lives. She smelled like vanilla perfume and spoke with a softness that made my grieving father believe he'd been rescued. She tucked me in at night. She made hot chocolate with whipped cream. She smiled like a saint. And for a while, I believed her. I wanted to. But saints don't sneer when no one's looking. They don't grip your arm too tight when you spill a glass of milk. They don't whisper, "You'll never be good enough," when your father leaves the room. It started small. Dull stomach aches after dinner. A strange metallic taste I couldn't place. She told me I was weak, that my body wasn't strong enough for real food. Dad believed her. Why wouldn't he? She was his salvation. I was just the inconvenient reminder of his first wife. Then came the vomiting, the dizziness, the nights curled on the bathroom floor. Every time I tried to tell him, he sided with her. "It's all in your head. Stop exaggerating. Don't embarrass me." I learned to swallow my words along with the meals that were killing me. But I'm not stupid. Patterns emerged. I noticed the difference when Dad cooked. The sickness came only from her hands. The smile she wore while serving me plates heavy with sauces, soups, and teas. Her eyes watching, waiting. That's when fear turned to clarity. She wasn't feeding me. She was poisoning me. I didn't confront her. I didn't scream. I played her game, quietly, carefully. While she thought I was collapsing, I was collecting. Tiny samples saved in plastic bags. Pills hidden under my tongue and spit into napkins. Notes of every time I got sick, every dish she touched. I became my own detective, a child building a case while the adults laughed in my face. The turning point came with the blood test. I demanded it, dragged myself to the clinic, and refused to leave until they drew the vial. When the results came in, the doctor didn't smile. Traces of toxins. Not accidental, deliberate. I handed the evidence to my father. He laughed in my face. "You'll say anything to tear her down." But she didn't laugh. Her hands trembled as she read the paper. And that's when I knew I'd finally cornered her. I had already contacted the police. I gave them my samples, my notes, my timeline. A child's diary turned into a ledger of attempted murder. So when they knocked on the door minutes later, she froze. The mask shattered. And for the first time, my father saw the truth. Because men in uniforms don't take orders from smiling housewives. They cuffed her in front of us. My father stammered, begged, insisted there was some mistake. But her silence condemned her more than any words could. That was the climax. But the revenge wasn't just in her arrest. It was in the aftermath. Courtrooms, headlines, whispers in the community about the woman who poisoned her stepdaughter for inheritance money that never even existed. Her empire of lies collapsed. Her friends vanished. Her name turned to ash. And my father, well, he has to live with himself. Every scoff, every dismissal, every time he told me I was dramatic while his wife was spooning death into my bowl. He sees it now, written in legal ink. I don't hate him, but I don't forgive him either. People ask me if I feel relief. I don't. Relief is too soft. What I feel is sharper, cleaner. I outplayed her. I survived her. And I made sure she never gets another chance to smile at a child with poison hidden behind her teeth. Sometimes I think about that night, her face when the papers hit the table, the way color drained from her cheeks, the silence before the knock on the door. That silence was mine, my victory. Because while she thought she was slowly killing me, I was quietly, patiently killing her world. So when people ask me how it ended, I tell them the truth. I was the girl nobody believed. I was the daughter dismissed, mocked, ignored. But I was also the one who collected the evidence, the one who called the police, the one who lived. And she's the one who will rot behind bars, remembering the night a little girl's blood test ended her life.